What's up, guys? I'm Ben Lovero with Cash Property Offers. We are the Midlands leader for off-market investment properties. Over the past several years, we've grown exceedingly, and as a result, we've systematized the entire dispositions. With just over 3,100 cash buyers within our database, we've developed a wide range of relationships within the network. This has led to consistently closing more deals at higher prices, putting more cash in our investing partners' pockets. The greatest challenge that we've had to face internally in the venture has been growing our cash buyer relationships. And at the end of the day, every investor has their own unique blueprint and buy box of exactly how they're sourcing their deals. This is why establishing those deep-rooted relationships is so crucial for investors within any network. Our partnership program was established to help investors scale their existing business and simplify the wholesale process from contract to close. With an entire department dedicated to handling dispositions, you can simply send us your deal information along with the desired purchase price of the property, and we'll line up a cash buyer lightning fast. Not only are we getting higher purchase prices on the contracts, but you don't have to haggle with one or two investors on the deal. Supply and demand simply speaks for itself, as long as there's enough equity in the deal. We work for you to get this to the closing table and create win-win situations for every party involved. Here's a quick case study. This investor brought us 157 Alexandria Street. Their contract was at $50,000. We were asked if we could line up a cash buyer for $60,000. So after quickly running some numbers and assessing comps, we sent this out to our cash buyers list and lined up a full price offer at $71,000. This wholesaler ended up making more money working with us than they were even asking for the property. I encourage you to get out of your own way this year and to step into the plane of abundant thinking. Your success in any business endeavor is based upon the organization and the plans that you develop into an organized state. With the right processes and procedures in place, you can achieve great success in just about anything that you set your mind to. It is essential to understand the power of your network and to know the tools that you have at your disposal. Now I'm going to give you a quick process map running through exactly how we facilitate the dispositions process. It's important to follow the checklist and to maintain open and honest communication with all parties to the contract. At the end of the day, data is king. So focus on building a large cash buyer database of investors that you know and that trust you. I'm a firm believer in finding your superpower and building a power team around the rest of your vision. So figure out what your strengths are and build a team around the rest. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the systematized dispositions process for cash property offers. All right, guys, quick overview of the dispositions process map. We're assuming that with the contract being in place, we already have inspection photos and marketing pictures of the property. Depending if the property is vacant or occupied, we're either going to place a lockbox on the door or we're going to set an inspection date to be determined that will coordinate with the seller, right? Either way, it's getting pushed to the dispositions. First step with dispositions, we want to make sure with the pics that we have in place, we can cleanly present it, send it out to our email database, right? We have just over 3,100 contacts in our cash buyer emails, which if you're familiar with wholesaling, this is pretty next level. Text blast the list, right? So not only have we collected cash buyer emails through our marketing over the past several years, but we've also downloaded all of the cash transactions that have taken place in the greater Columbia area in the past year. And from there, we skip trace it and we send it out, text blast it. So we're getting maximum market exposure to every single person that we can within the network, right? Of course, we have a prominent community of Spanish buyers. So we have a dispositions partner within our company who, of course, sends it out to the Hispanic community and is able to communicate and, again, get these properties exposed to the maximum amount of people. Lastly, there is 3 active hedge funds that we currently work with in Colombia, determining on the deal, situation, location. Sometimes these funds work. It really depends on how much you want to go through and your relationship with these funds, right? So our goal is to try to get as much exposure as possible. And if we don't have a contract within the first couple days to a week, we can always submit it to a fund, right? That's usually our last case scenario. And then from there, of course, if the property's occupied, set an inspection date so we can have just a one-time showing, which will also be coordinated between our dispositions and transaction coordinator, who also maintains open communication with the sellers, right? They're setting expectations. And in this process, they're simultaneously submitting title work, getting the seller information sheet filled out, the authorization to release information just in case there is any mortgages, liens, any other information that our attorney might need, right? All this needs to be taken care of on the front end. Again, they're setting expectations and clearly communicating with all parties. That means buyer, seller, attorneys, paralegals, anyone, to try to make sure that this is a seamless process moving forward, right? After the initial inspection date, of course, we communicate, we take our highest and best offer, which in many cases is, top of market value for wholesale contracts. Boom, you got a contract signed, right? So contract is signed. This is simultaneously happening in the background because we've already submitted for title work. All this is happening on the back end. So we're going to go ahead and schedule a closing date. And once the deal is closed, funds are dispersed, everyone walks out happy, right? So again, it's super important that you guys can systematize every single process within your business because it helps to clearly define individual roles and puts the right people in the right seats. As you can see here, any wholesale deals that you have in the greater South Carolina area can be submitted through wholesaledealsubmit.com, right? We have one of the largest cash buyer databases in the area and guaranteed to sell your deals lightning fast to get top of market value, creating win-win situations for every party involved. From there, simply fill out the information. As you can see, quick introduction video. You simply input a name, phone number, property address, your asking price, estimated repairs, any pics that we need. And from there, we take this off of your hand, communicate with the buyers, we line it up and make it an easy and stress-free process. So again, look forward to connecting with so many of you guys. We are currently rehabbing our new office complex downtown Columbia, which is going to be a training and incubator center for investors to network, talk shop. We can sit down in the boardroom, the conference area, and figure out how we can better build our businesses to gain maximum market exposure in the current climate. Look forward to connecting with a lot of you guys. I hope you guys gained some good insight from this video. You can find more value-driven resources in the links within the description of some of the tools, softwares, and processes that we use inside of our business every single day. Looking forward to connecting with you guys as we continue to learn, grow, and thrive inside of the network. Here's to making 2020 the best year yet. Get out there and crush your goals.